to the top, still stalling out right here. The only thing I can think of is rejection to P gold zone. But not confident in taking it against the 500 right there. Just wait. Still got some rejection underneath perp. Liddies are red. Still got volume coming down. Makes sense if it's a rejection of P. Only reason why I don't really want to take it down is because we have all that support down there while being oversold. This is one of those times where I'll have to be all right with price dropping and wait for an entry somewhere. You know what I was looking at over the weekend as I was limping around is I've been thinking about when price gets near the gold zones. When we are in an entry that is good and price is getting near gold zones or levels, and we are, give me a second, a little bit of support there, and we are not wanting to allow price to turn around, but we also want to give it enough space to continue. And I've been looking at, I need to do a little bit more, a couple more months of back testing, but I think once the candles get closer to the gold zones, like 90% or so, trailing the candle will allow us to keep more profits with the opportunity to let it continue going. Because I know now what we usually do is we'll move stop loss into profit the moment it and there's two sides to it too, because sometimes we move it as soon as price breaks, right? There's times when price breaks within the 5 minutes and we're already moving, and it's sometimes within that 5 minutes that price comes down and taps us out or up, and then sometimes it's the next candle that maybe will come down and tap us out, or whatever, vice versa. But I've been looking at just trailing the current candle, and a lot of, like 80% of the time, it allows us to keep more of the profits versus getting tapped out too early. Give me 1 second.
Ok, ok, cái nó không vấn đề, tại vì em cũng thấy văn phòng báo với em số lượng nên là em thay mặt văn phòng cũng viết lên thôi để em điều chỉnh lại. Ok, dạ chị. Dạ.
Hello there.
Hi dear.
How are you doing? Please be careful of my wire.
How are you?
Very good. How
One
was?
moment. I need to clear up some information.
All right. Well, I may have to ask you to please leave my office.
Oh. Đó. Em xử lý 35 người họ không chịu được, họ không thể bố trí 35 người. Thì bây giờ trao đổi với anh thấy hết ca vậy đó. Thì em nói họ cứ học cái gì mà
All right. Sorry about that. But yeah, trailing the candle instead of moving it. But then, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking profit and moving stop loss when it breaks, but I've been wanting to allow it to run as much as it can. More times than not, though, you will get tapped out. Like even on Thursday when we had that big run. So if we had allowed it, trailed it, like when price broke through at 645, at that point, if we trailed the candle here, 645 would push through, trail the next candle, trail the next candle, trail the next candle, finally probably get tapped out over here. But it's one of those things where you have to allow it to play out, right? I think that's one thing a lot of you guys have to work on the most, is letting the trade just take its course, trusting, especially when it's above the perp, trust that it's going to go up. But all of the entries I've been looking at, and I've done like about 6 months worth of data, it keeps us in the trades longer. Sometimes it's only a matter of like 100 pips or so, but it's still worth it. And I don't know why my litty candles are not working, and I'm gonna have to reset. I'm gonna reset my trading view real quick. So we got some support here. This is that big ass uptrend line that I had that I was worried about it playing a support. My Wi-Fi is acting like shit right now. Once again, that's the 500 MA uptrend line level, low of the day. Big support here while oversold. Jesus. Well, that's a support if I ever seen it. It's about 1,000 pips right there. One candle. Massive support. The high of the day, that level, the gold zone is the only thing I'm worried about here. The volume is pretty. Second candle to go a little green, but we need more momentum keeping us above perp. The only reason, downtrend 2, yep, possibly. I have the big ass uptrend channel drawn on the 1 hour, and we're at the bottom of it now. So if there's any time that price would bounce, this would be it. Once again, we just need to see that volume stay above perp before I can confirm. Because no matter what we want, no matter what we're expecting to happen, we trade what we see, right? And still what we see is price is still in between 1,000 pips, Asia and London. So right now things do say upwards, right? We've already supported off this area once, twice, 3 times just now. Everything does look good for it to stay up. But let's get that confirmation. Nice volume here. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. Let's see if we can get this push above the high of the day. Only thing I'm worried about is at 6:30 we rejected the high, but it's a weak high. It's a weak high compared to the low of the day.
Keyboard life hack. Okay, we have a small world map. What does that have to do with a keyboard? 1F5FA? What happens when you do that? Oh, a world map pops up? Keyboard life hack. Okay, we have a small world map. What does that have to do with a...
Got some rejection here. That's gonna be cautious. Cautious, cautious, cautious. So we do have a little bit of rejection to the gold zone. Green doji. Red doji. I can't believe this fucking year is almost over, guys. I say it every fucking year, but the months go by faster and faster. Oh man. I've accomplished almost everything I need to do. So we got a red doji here. Cautious on this, not wanting to break up. We got big volume rejecting right now. If we can't break the gold zone, I'm not going to believe in the uptrend. But I'm going to give it its time to figure out what it wants to do. I'm not in it deep yet, so I'm all right. But now we see if perp, right? If perp plays support here, I wouldn't feel comfortable until we got over P or whatever this is. What is this? P. Because the rejection here is pretty strong. Remember, this is exactly what I was saying. No matter how big the movement is and what we want to believe, we need to trade what we currently see. Price all day has not broken the high and the low, which was only 1,000 pips. There's some volume coming down here. Whew. Depending on how this candle ends, I may just exit. Take a small little winner and reassess, but I'm gonna wait to see how this plays out in 2 minutes. I entered in off of the wick to the bottom there, so I'm in it at a pretty good spot. Yep. Take a little bit here and then reassess. What do we got? A minute left. And we're rejecting off the 100 and the 200. That is playing resistance here. We might just be getting a little bit of a retest here, but it's big movements that I don't want to be a part of. I'd rather let it simmer down, take a small little profit, and wait for us to break out of one of these two areas. This area could just be establishing that it's going to be a support. I still wouldn't believe it until we get back above the perp for the buy, and I still wouldn't believe in a sell until we break underneath, because we're still just within the 1,000 pips of Asia and London. Gotta wait for this to break out. Pushing back into the 500 here. A little bit of support. It's that Monday fuckery. Yeah, I've got no reason to believe in a sell-off until we break This same area that we are at right now used to be a area of resistance. 1, 2, 3. And now we broke above it yesterday, Thursday, with that big push up. Nope. I'm just gonna wait. Remember, for me, and for how we trade, what we see this whole last week is every time price got down to this area, it popped back up. Came here, popped back up, popped back up, popped back up. All of these times price popped back up. So now that we're down over here, my first instinct is to see if this will pop back up from here. I can't really take it against it because it's a big area that I know we've supported off of. I'd have to let it break down and then decide to take sells then.
This is a story you haven't heard before. A new tale that begins in a familiar way. A traveler from beyond the stars paid humanity a visit. It brought technology, well-being, helped us expand our capacity for good. We didn't know it then, but that moment was the height of human achievement.
Be ready for anything.
Believe in the light.
We burn brighter together.
Be ready for anything.
Doji here on 500. A couple of my friends started playing Destiny Rising. I used to play Destiny when it was like good. Then it got shitty. Supposedly this Destiny Rising is supposed to be more fun.
This place isn't safe. Not with the fallen around. Follow me. My name is Zeph, by the way. It means wolf. They've been lucky for me. You'll need time to adapt to your body. Haven militia. Been dead for a while. Grab his gun. You'll need it. Oh no! It's the fallen! Go fix buddy! Good job.
Oh, I forgot how fun this is.
Underneath it is Haven.
Haven. Sounds nice. Is that where we're headed?
Well, it's either Haven or the wilderness. And I doubt we'll last long out here with all the fallen lurking around. Haven is the only safe and fortified settlement in this area. It's our home. By the way,
Where'd you go during that fight just now?
I hid myself. Ghosts can revive light bearers, but nothing can revive a ghost. So,
Glad you told me. Don't worry. I'll keep you safe.
the stairs have been destroyed. Thankfully, the light augments your abilities. Try double jump up there. Nice jump. I'm beginning to understand why the light chose you. You're a born warrior.
Still got some support here on the 500. Price is still underneath perp, so that's what's got me kind of cautious here.
What happened to this city?
The world collapsed. Lifetimes ago. Not the world of the post-war. There weren't many survivors. Hey, Wolf. I think there's a grenade launcher over there. Take them out with the grenade launcher.
Another support here off the 500.
You are unstoppable.
How this responds to this area will probably tell me what to do next.
Those posters. This was a concert hall. The arrival of the traveler. Never heard of it. Looks like it was a place that could be the beginning of the golden age. Fascinating. A light bearer. And his ghost. They've been here for decades. Wait, that sword seems peculiar.
What? This rusty old thing?
Try pulling it out. I knew it. There's a spark of light left in that sword. Solar energy. It's reacting to your presence.
It feels like a part of my body.
Watch out! The fallen are coming!
Nice little support here. Vatos locos forever, carnal. Big support here. Just makes a W, that'll be nice.
It's the Haven militia. We have got to help them.
Are you from Haven? What happened? Supposed to be a regular patrol. We weren't ready for this kind of fight. Need the backup? We're here to help.
Oh, son of a bitch.
No problem. Fallen walker incoming. Shoot at flame.
Fallen Walker's force! Go! Aim for attack!
I'm gonna try some above perp. Let's see if we can stay above now.
What's wrong with my flower? Why did it bend down?
Let's just say one of the cats really enjoyed that one, and I tried to tell her to stop because that's her meh flower.
I'm Radigan.
And?
Hey,
But it was too late. She was already very loving them. She loved them.
What did she do?
Thanks for the assist.
She rubbed.
Now, how can she rub and eat banshee like that?
Because this is the rolls. She put her head like this, and she rubbed down,
Take you myself.
rubbed down.
Right.
I didn't notice until she already did it. But I think it still looked very pretty.
No, you come and you see the whole thing going down.
But you can flip it up. We got Price
Your light is strong.
supporting again. Let's see if we make the final push above.
It will become strong.
That area is still a nice little support area. 500. Once again, I didn't want to trade against it. Didn't want to trade against it.
What's this? That's a sentinel. Protecting humanity just as it always has.
But
Lucky to have it on our
let's
side.
see if we can get above P gold zone. Price looking strong. Come on.
I present to you a new light, risen from the darkness of the old city. Wolf!
You really made it out of that graveyard?
We nearly lost a whole squad over there.
Not
Thankfully,
quite.
that light bearer arrived in time.
Oh, Jesus.
This one needs time. Must shake off
What is that?
Still knows nothing of the world.
A light bearer, newly forged yet unscathed by valor's flame. Their scroll of destiny, still hungry for words of fiery fate.
Some.
Friends, remember we were once just the same. Strength and glory are not all this world demands. I see the
I don't know where that
guidance at work, not just for us.
volume
but
came
even
from,
us.
but
Wolf's arrival is
if it doesn't go up in the next few seconds, I'm gonna just move my stop loss into profit because I don't like surprise volume.
Maybe it's just a fluke. Maybe me being here doesn't mean anything big.
I get why you're thrown off, newbie. Pulled into an unfamiliar place, stared at by strangers, given a wild
Let's go.
roll. It's a lot for anyone. Least of all someone who just rose from the dead. You probably don't grasp what Haven means to us. Not just for those Iron Lords, but for all of humanity. Ain't that so, my lord?
Let's go. Let's get us up.
Take a moment to breathe.
Let's go see if Radagast has any requests for us.
Don't reject here. Come on.
Breathtaking, isn't it? The pride of Haven. Good. Looks like you can feel the connection with its betraveler and its light are the source of your...
Cecilia Bazinet, the weapons expert. A living legend who's responsible for maintaining most of the weapons in Haven. Rumor has it, she once made a pistol out of a loudspeaker.
Zev?
Got a nice hammer here pushing through.
Now that I think about it, why am I the only one with an animal name?
We were so
I like it. Come on.
You like hammer.
Come on.
Eventually. Well, let's see the weaponry you've got. Whoa. That is teak. Ugh, time for her to retire. I'm sure this old timer still has
Get us
a little
up.
fight left in her, but we got better options nowadays.
Well, it's time to meet Radagast at the city gate.
Everything went well with the gunsmith? Almost too well. As expected. Now you need to bring your sword to a source of light. A substantially abundant one, like a sentinel. You mean that walking one? There's another sentinel that fell in battle long ago. You can reach its remnant through the old city sewer system. Find it, get near it, and use it to reawaken your sword.
Got Price trying to break up here. Still kind of right on P. Get some rejection here, might tap me out in profit. I'm not very much in profit here, but I had to move in as we got to the gold zone. I gave it a little bit of room. It's looking like it might want to come down and tap me out here. If it does, I'll only be like 75 bucks in profit, so that's 150 on both accounts. I was as much as like 200 in profit, 250 in profit, but I wanted to give it room in case this is where we broke P gold zone.
Sure which is stranger. Waking up in a library or when you died in the library.
Tap me out there. So we may not want to break above P. I'm only taking 75, so that's 150 for the day. I was as much as in profit 250 as that wick hit the top. I was in profit 250, so that would have been 500 for the day, but I wanted to give it a little bit of room to run.
Name's a man.
Might be rejecting here. I'd rather take a little bit of a profit than have this thing come back all the way down. I'm gonna watch this as if it supports perp. If it continues to support perp, I may possibly get back in and look for the breakout to the top again. But pretty shitty movement for Monday. I'm glad I was able to take that off of just this little bit of movement here. I'm still looking for the topside movement, just being that we're still here at the bottom of the trend channel. But I'm not gonna hold on to that thing hoping. I'll still take a $75 profit, then lose money or hope that it's gonna go up. And especially a doji. That big doji, I gave it enough room. Fortunately, it came back down. That's how it be. But if we get another support here off perp and continue up, the candles are still green, so I will sit here, be patient. Maybe there's another entry to have been taken.
What's the point of building an incredibly huge hammer?
I thought we'd get that nice break right there, but oh well. Sometimes it's like that. Back at perp.
Maybe we should follow.
Got some support here.
Look, the fallen are studying the reactor.
Another support on perp. See what we do here. Lady candles are still green. Two and a half minutes left. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I've been holding too, but that one I wanted to get into profit. Today we're backwards. So we do got some nice movement here. You let it respect perp, huh? Got a minute and a half left, pushing through once more.
You need to get down there fast.
Let me try something.
Still kind of rejecting though.
Loud. You're going to know what's coming. Sabacus, the patroller. He's taking away the reactor. He teleported away. Wolf, take out his lackey.
All right, let's go.
Check that door. We might be able to get out through here. Let's push forward.
But you see, even me exiting where I did, being able to get in again, like as long as we're taking the juice entries, you know, like taking it off the 500 solid, taking it off perp solid, like you really can't go wrong as long as you're taking them off of like those areas. You can move stop loss into profit. The only thing I don't like is we're getting overbought. But let's give it its time that it needs. remember what I said about the uptrend channel, right? If you guys don't have that uptrend channel, John, you wouldn't have this confidence in wanting to look for a buy.
You know, you've made astounding progress, Wolf.
You're not doing too shabby either.
It's about to start, Wolf. Are you nervous?
What's there to be nervous about?
I like having those bigger time frame trend lines. They play as big supports. So we've broken through, having a hard time here.
I need you. Don't let those wolves get near me.
Nice. That's a good spot to be at. I mean, and you kind of gotta, like, you know, if you're in off of 720, you got a decent amount of pips. That's where you make your decision. Like, yeah, do you leave it here in profit, and you know, if it comes back down, oh wells. That's kind of the beauty of it. But you did your job, right? If you're in at 720 and you're in at stop loss is at the gold zone, you're a success. And if you can do that, that means you can do this every damn day. Really, it's just managing the losses. bit rejection there.
I've informed Lord Radagast about this. Let's go back and hear what he thinks.
I accidentally moved my stop loss a little too close, so I'm only taking like 100 off of that. 2, 3, 4, so I'm at 450 for the day.
Let's report back to Lord Radagast. He wants us to meet him at
Sometimes when I move the stop loss, it like magnetizes towards certain spots. 150. 2. No, I'm at 350 for the day.
Light chose us to bear its power. We cannot wield it recklessly. We must wield it all the same.
It is a Monday, so I'll take whatever I can get. Yeah, I'm out too. I'm out on that rejection. Later, Yuzo. Yeah, look at that. Not quite ready to come down. Or not quite ready to go up.
Wolf, I can feel it. Your light has grown. Looks like you finished rekindling the light within your soul. There were a few bumps along the road, but Zev and I did it.
Big rejection there, yep. So,
This
I'm gonna be calling it a day. It's 7:54. I'll give it to 8:15. If 8:15 gives me more volume, I'll stay in. But so far, I've taken 2 entries, and that's already not making me feel comfortable. 2 entries, but 2 winners. 350 for the day. Don't force Mondays, guys. Don't force Mondays and don't force Fridays. Last Friday was a good example why you shouldn't force Fridays. Today's a good example why you shouldn't force Mondays. If you haven't taken any of those entries off the 500 or off the gold zone or off perp, don't take any others. Don't force anything, guys. Yeah, fuck that. If this is coming now back to the gold zone and to perp, that means there's gonna be, yeah. I'm good, guys. I'm out. 350 for the day, 2 entries, squeezing out not too much, but hey, it's a win for the day. It's a green day. I'm solid with that. So we'll come back tomorrow. This week we have a lot of important news, so that could be the reason for this dead Monday, but it is what it is. Once again, 2 entries, 350 for the day. I'll take it. If anybody has any questions, hit me up. I am available. I'm gonna go get my ankle up above my heart so that it can stop hurting. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If anybody has any questions, get a hold of me, guys. Alrighty, guys. Check you guys out later. Peace.